Hello, welcome to our Are you sad? Are you hurt? Are you lost? Are you lonely? Worry no more. You are at the right channel. Welcome to Exclusive!
Hello mga ka-X! Welcome back! Now for this video lesson, we are going to learn how to solve roots of quadratic equation using quadratic formula. Now, our quadratic formula is x is equal to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. We are going to use this formula in solving for the roots. On our first example, we are given x squared plus x minus 12 is equal to 0. To solve this kind of quadratic equation using quadratic formula, we need first to identify the values of a, b, and c. So by checking, we can say that our a is equal to 1. Then our b is also 1, and our constant term, that is c, that is equal to negative 12. Now using the quadratic formula, we are going to substitute the values of a, b, c on our formula. Now by substituting, we're going to start first with negative b. Our b is 1, so we have negative 1 plus minus the square root of our b is also 1, so we have 1 squared minus 4, and our a, that is 1, times c, that is 12, all over 2a, and our a, that is 1. Now let us simplify our square root here. So therefore we have x is equal to negative 1 plus minus 1 squared, that is 1. Now we have negative 4 times 1, that is negative 4, times negative 12, that is positive 48, all over 2 times 1, that is 2. Now let us simplify again our square root. We have here 1 plus 48, that is 49. So we can square root now 49. Since 49 is a perfect square number, so the square root of 49 is 7. So we can get now our first root, that is the positive value. So that is negative 1 plus 7 over 2. So negative 1 plus 7, that is 6, divided by 2, we have 3. And our second root is the negative value of our result. So we have x sub 2 is equal to negative 1 minus 7 over 2. So negative 1 minus 7 is negative 8 divided by 2. So we have negative 4. For our second example, we are given negative 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Let us identify first the values of a, b, and c. By checking, our a here is negative 2, our b is positive 2, and our c is positive 1. Now, we can use our quadratic formula. We will substitute the values of a, b, and c here in our quadratic formula. To start, we have negative b, that is negative 2, plus minus b squared. So we have here 2 squared minus 4 times a, negative 2, times c, that is 1, all over 2a. And our a is negative 2. To simplify, we have negative 2 plus minus 2 squared, that is 4, negative 4 times negative 2, that is positive 8, times 1, we have plus 8, all over 2 times negative 2, that is negative 4. Now we can add 4 plus 8, and 4 plus 8, that is 12. Remember, 12 is not a perfect square number, but we can factor 12 to get a perfect square number. And a factor of 12 that has a perfect square number is 4 and 3. So therefore, we have 4 as our perfect square number, and 3 is not a perfect square number. So the square root of 4 is 2 times square root of 3, since 3 is not a perfect square number. So our result is negative 2 plus minus 2 square root of 3 all over negative 4. So our first root is the positive value of our root, that is negative 2 plus 2 square root of 3 all over negative 4. And our second root is the negative value, that is negative 2 minus 2 square root of 3 all over 4. We can still simplify these two roots. Remember, our denominator is negative. To simplify, we are going to divide them all by negative. So negative divided by the negative of 2, that is positive, and negative divided by positive, that is negative. And our x sub 2 now will be negative divided by a negative, that is positive, and negative divided by a negative, that is positive. And these two now are our roots of negative 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0.
If you find the lesson confusing, feel free to hit the replay button. Replay! 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 Replay!